It is better to be moist with love than to sweat with intellect. So looking at all these cases full of male and poetry and art that went amongst a group of people in a special time. So as you look at it today, you're seeing the hugs and kisses that went through the males. And the printing press, which is involved in so many of these works, that's a thread that I think goes back to the notion that the electricity gets cut off, everything is cut off, but you still got your hand press, you can still print that manifesto. They're not going to take us under.
Yeah.
So there's that part of it. So it is, yes, hugs and kisses going out through, but it's also the demand to be able to say what I want to say and get it across. In meeting Wallace Berman, a poet and an artist, and Bob Alexander, a poet, a printer, an artist, Charles Britton, a photographer, and on these friends of the Dean Stockwells, the Russell Tamblins, the making of movies together, and the expression of different languages. The Hebrew comes through. Russell developed his own language, which were made up of parts of letters. The nature of the poet is not, it's quite different than the evangelist, you know, and I think you have here a kind of anti-evangelism. There's nobody trying to convince you of anything. It's just saying, I think this is beautiful.
But there was also like a lot of, I mean, I get the feeling that there was a lot of kind of just like, you know, play and having fun. So, you know, like earlier you were talking about this photograph, right? Can you tell us a little more about it? Or?
Okay, I found somewhere in going through old houses that are being torn down, a stash of photographs. And this one person had the motorbike, and went around the world. So it was the wonderful stash of photographs, and I used that persona, and I called it Paul Mystery. So Paul Mystery then goes through a T-shirt that Wallace buys from, I don't know, Denver or somewhere for me, which was my softball shirt that I played in. And the earful refers to the raffles that I threw periodically because I was broke. But chapter 8 of How to Live by Your Wits, you have to know how to throw a raffle. So there's raffle. The next one, we had to fix the roof. And so I had a little card with a poem that says, I can see the sky through the roof. So these events, these Tap City Circus is what they would be called, and I've often put under the list of medias that I work in, circus is one of them. So I think that aspect of it was encouraged by all that you know, this is a circus. Charles, next to the ark I live in, or rather about 30 yards away, there's a one-room pad right on the water, no roof, beatest walls, no glass on windows, dirty-ish white, greatest textures. Am thinking of having one-day exhibitions there for select creative thinking people to view. Will mail out personal announcements. Would like to have a one-man show of your photographs. About 10 photographs should do it, maybe 15. Would have to check size of photos with space. Possibly you could even attend. I would do it on a Sunday. If not, why not mail me the photographs you select, and I will take the best of care and mail them back. They would be exhibited for about 3 hours, and I will be present while they are shown. Let me know soon, as I just received the idea as I walked by the place.
So that's kind of, you know, really interesting. I mean,
that's the birth of an idea. That's the birth of a gallery. that was the first gallery other than my own that I was ever shown in. Remember, all these people are very young at this time, so it's finding out who your friends are going to be in life too, and who it's like when you're on the phone and you get off the phone with somebody, you say, "Oh God, you're exhausted." Other people, you get off the phone, "Yeah, let's go to work," you know. And so, how do you do that in life? And this was a circle of friends that helped each one have a full life.
Yeah, it's amazing.